Hello and welcome everybody to the 1980s party. Now, we're talking about preferences today. As usual, personal preference. It changes a lot, alright? So I'm going to talk about my dad and his preferences versus me and my preferences. Let's talk baseball gloves. Now, my dad's baseball glove, which is from the 60s or 70s, it's a small little glove, okay? So if you took this glove, this is my glove, and you cut off about 3 inches of the glove right here and just cut it way down to the tips of your fingers, that was his glove with this big old huge padded thumb. And he loves that. To him, that's what a baseball glove is. It's efficient, it's compact, it's lightweight, you can run with it, and if you're any good at catching, and he brags about how he used to just, bare hand balls, just clack, and throw people out. He broke his little finger like that. By the way, maybe you shouldn't try that. But for me, I like larger, bulkier things. You can see where I'm going with this, can't you? With golf, I like running around in outfield, and I like having this larger glove. Okay, I've had this for a decade now. I love this glove. This is my glove. For those of you who are interested, it's a GG601B. Just an old Rawlings baseball glove, nothing special, So for me, my preference, my dad has his preference, sleek, compact. Now, talking about the golf world, it doesn't take much imagination to see where I'm going with this. The 1982-83 Pinseeker Bombshell, the first metalwoods came from Pinseeker, and as I recall, there was an association with Lynx at this stage in the Pinseeker brand's name. So let's go have a closer look at this Bombshell. So the identifying features remind us an awful lot of Taylormade Pittsburgh persimmons of the era. You have the wood number right here, 1, Bombshell, written across right here on the sole, easy to recognize. The little set screw right here, little hex set screw. USA, back when things were manufactured in the USA. Then we have this really polished sole and skirt as we spin around. And look at this face with this little faux insert right here. Looks pretty clean. And then you can see the kind of bead blasted finish starts here and wraps up to this lovely crown that says Pinseeker on it, which is maybe a little busy for modern taste, but I don't mind that. I like the pin logo. It reminds me of kind of Forgan & Sons, James Spence, and they have this pencil hosel right here, just like Taylormade, simple black ferrule. As we work our way up, they do have this registered number, Pinseeker, right here on the label. I can't read all this. This is long since faded and melted off. This is my little tape. I just put the year right here, 1982, and it's 1983, so I can remember. As we continue to work our way up, you can see this lovely brown Pinseeker branded grip right here. Absolutely lovely. Let me see, on the butt right here, it says Lambkin. So overall, it looks like a metalwood from the 80s. I think the next thing to do is to tee this up and see kind of what happens. So you could tell on the range I was struggling with this. A couple months off, external factors I have no control over. What can I do? Winding up and hitting this took some guts, okay? I had to take my Brave pills and take full-on swings with this. And you can see I struggled with it. The last one was thin, the first two were kind of fat and chunky, so not an ideal situation. But is this something I would pursue? All right, so like with my dad's baseball glove, like I was talking about at the beginning of the video, I like playing with that still. It's fun to go out and play catch, you know, with a friend or a family member and use his old glove. It's nostalgic and it's memorable, and it does feel, you know, compact and like it takes some skill to catch a baseball, not just hold your hand up there and close your eyes. With this, okay, so that's something I would pursue, playing with an old club. Is this something I would pursue? The answer is maybe. Me, not personally. But if I inherited a set of Pinseekers from my grandfather, from my dad, I would treasure these. I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. I can go out and hit these every now and then and think, man, this is what it was like for my family back in the day. But I don't have that heritage, right? No one in my family ever played this. So just that said, would I go out and pursue this on my own? I'm really struggling. You don't get the rewarding clack from a persimmon that you just don't get from most. I understand, is it Louisville Golf or somebody still produces persimmons, but you just don't get that nice clack from the mass-produced modern golf equipment. Whereas, so this is not something I'm really seeing much point in going out and pursuing as an experience. But we owe them a debt of gratitude. Pinseeker, for their hollow metal wood design. Their original, it looked like a hybrid. Their long, kind of nosed, like a long nose metal wood that they introduced in 1976. So very interesting to me. History, but not something I would pursue. Let me know your thoughts about baseball. I want to hear what kind of baseball gloves you guys own. I want to hear what you think of the evolution of metal woods. Pinseeker, a name you're familiar with? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can always subscribe or visit my Amazon shop. I will put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you so much for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.